Well, hello everyone, and welcome to, I don't know what to call this actually. I guess it's Matt Plays Gary's Mod or something? I don't know. I'm not sure what to call this. Actually this was actually a small show that was asked for, by a couple of other people. Mostly, by Bill. He co-hosts, the podcasts with me. Also, he's better known as either Man in Black or lately Writer in Black. He's not really doing that many non-podcast episodes anymore these days. And yes, this is my character that you're seeing right now. And what you don't know, maybe, is that the weapon is actually a Doom weapon. Yeah. If I was to say turn off camera mode here, that's the weapon I'm seeing from my vantage point. What about yours? Anywho, so yeah, I've been asked mostly by Bill, but also I would assume it's being questioned by a couple others, just how the heck I do some of the stuff I do. And to be honest, it's actually rather rudimentary stuff. There's really no right or wrong way to play Gary's mod. It's just mostly mucking about with random stuff, and believe me, the list continues to grow. Quite readily, in fact. Slender Man. Way too many Metroid things. I should probably get rid of some of them, to be honest. And other weird stuff. And I guess the main thing is I was being asked how I did some of the things that I do. Well, I guess I might as well show you. And I think first thing I probably should show you, since I used it at the very beginning of the episode here, is how do I make the camera? Well, here's the basic gist of it. So essentially, what we're looking to do here is, in your weapon selection, you want to be on the tool gun. Then when you hold down Q, you want to be in tools over here. What you're looking for is the camera. Now when you select the camera, you can actually select a key to activate which camera you're looking from over here. To which, as you can see, it says keypad end. And if you look down on a keypad on a non-laptop keyboard, you'll see in the number pad area that number 1 is end. So I push number 1, and that's what I get. And when I push number 1 again, I come back out of it. And I could technically put all of the numbers on the number pad on there, but number 1 is, well, obviously the easy one you want to go to first. I think the dog agrees with me. So yeah, that's a little bit of that there. There's also some odd things I've been picking up here and there. Some things I've been learning as I go along. Some things you kind of need to know in order to do some stuff. But I think one of the things Bill was asking me about was essentially NPCs. Now, for the most part, when it comes to NPCs, these suckers are all going to be pre-built and working on their own due to the programming that they already received well in advance of me ever getting them. And what the heck? Oh, I got some Doctor Who NPCs here. Holy smokes, that's a little creepy. He walks right up to me, does the standard position for when 3D models are made. Let's see here. That's a little odd. Enemy master, enemy moonwalk. Oh, these are all enemies. I'm being surrounded by enemies, and they can't do anything to me because they don't have anything equipped for weapons. Help me, friendlies. I'll make him master, even though he looks very little, if anything, like the master. And then again, the lieutenants kind of look a little creepy as well. Don't know what you're from, but you know what? Spawn you just in case. Oh, this is going to get chaotic. Yeah, in case you actually get stuck, use the V button, and you will go into essentially the sorry. You'll essentially go into a mode of no clip. Now then, let's bring in some people with weapons, shall we? Yeah, I downloaded a couple of girls from Defenders of the Ancients. Mostly just because I like the models in Defenders of the Ancients, but the girls seem to be the easy to find thing. I've yet to really see anyone else thus far. Yes, and it takes a bit of weird load time for them. But after they are loaded the first time, they usually tend to be okay. Get him! Well, we've officially defended ourselves. Look at this little motley crew. Excuse me, I need my camera position. Why are the doctors defending me? No, no! Get away! Yeah! It's turning into a Benny Hill sketch. As you can see, with certain NPCs in particular, they will literally just come up to you and follow you around with no real reason to. God, those things are creepy. At least the Dodo Gals have a little bit of an expression and aren't these creepy, lifeless-eyed things. You know what? I'm gonna thin the crowd a little bit here. Super Shotgun from Doom, please. Exterminate! You're scaring me, dude. Oh, hey, look. And no, you're not getting it. Hey, robot dude, you might want to pick up that gun. I'll bring us another Lena in. As you can see, wherever you point and click is where they will spawn. And yeah, actually I'm a little bit short because I'm using Doom weapons. There we go. Let me see here now. What else to show you? Well, I have downloaded some new and different stuff that aren't a part of the actual thing. One of the things I did find in Garry's Mod, and I saw in a couple of Garry's Mod videos on YouTube, is the model manipulator. So this is actually a handy-dandy item. If you can only, like, say, get ragdolls or something of the like for a specific character that you want to use, but you still want to put an NPC to that. Let's go over here. Actually, we'll spawn some extras here. Spread out. Get over there. So yeah, now we got a couple of extras. Now, what you want to do with the tool gun here with the model manipulator, and yeah, I don't know what's up with that weird title for it. I don't know why it didn't install quite as planned. It's the best I can make it work, though. I'm thinking it might be a bit out of date. And then what you can do is, essentially all the characters that appear in here are only ragdolls. So they won't really, like, do anything. I'm not sure why there's a Doom thing there with nothing in it. So these people won't. They'll just be the usual limp things that you see on the ground, you know? So let's take one that works and might be a little out of the norm. That one actually works. Marty McFly here. This is the Marty McFly from the newer Back to the Future game, which I hear is pretty good. I don't know for sure though. But I downloaded him as an NPC, but for whatever reason his NPC won't like actually react properly to anything. He'll just stand there and give everything a blank stare. So what I can do with Mod Manipulator here, I can right click on him. And now let's pick one of the clones here. Let's go view. And there. Now we got Marty McFly in the group. Oh yeah, also to clean up some of this mess, you have to go to Utilities and either User or Admin. You might want to go to either Clean Up or Undo. So let's actually go to Clean Up. And I'll go to Admin because Admin tends to have a lot more power to it. I'm looking for something to clean up dead monsters, or dead bodies, but I'm not really seeing anything. Effects, emitter, hoverballs, lamps, lasers, lights. Clean up no collides. Ragdolls? Ragdolls might be a start. They really need to add. I need to find something to add in for dead NPCs. Because yeah, they're just kind of gonna lay there now for the rest of the video. Because if I go clean up NPCs, that would take away everybody here. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think that robot might be something from Transformers, but that's another story. So then, well, I showed you Marty. Mega Man's another one that, for whatever reason, doesn't want to work for some reason. So, again, right click, pick a clone. Now we got Mega Man with an assault rifle. This will be interesting. And it's Mega Man 64 Mega Man, I might add. That particular model. Boba Fett. I can't for the life of me understand why. No, actually, he won't even spawn. Well, that's right, he's this character suit. Never mind. I downloaded a whole bunch of other weird skins and stuff. Skeletons are actually working models. Let's see here, anything else? Well, I'm not sure how well they'll work, but we'll give them a shot. Let's give Reptile a chance to actually do something. Okay, so yeah, this is the part I actually do need to talk about because it will come up. Some skins will not work whatsoever. As you can see, he's just kind of turning around in place and he can't follow or anything. So yeah, there are, for whatever reason, there's a number of the ragdolls that you'll get will not work whatsoever with this plan. Again, I'm thinking this is having something to do with the fact that the mod here might be a little out of date. Yeah, let's try the only Doctor Who thing I've seen that actually looks like one of the Doctors. No, he's still stuck in place. Let's see if we can find something else. That might be interesting. Give one of the players that... No, actually... Let's give him Slender Man. Yes, Slender Man works. Hiya. And so, also one of the other things that I'm sure is on the lips of everybody who was really interested in that video that I had made, how do you make them stand by and wait for attack, and how do you then allow them to actually go after a fight when it's time? Sort of deal, you know? Because most of my videos are going to be versus videos, unless someone else comes up with a idea I like to use with Garry's mod. Also, I'm going to be using Garry's mod for some special effects in my next review. Because, yeah, I found a way to finally get a green screen in this sucker. But, so then, what you're looking for is to modify the NPCs so they do different reactions. So then what I need to show you is this. Essentially, yeah, you hold down C. Oh, this is new. Okay. Hold down C and you'll see NPCs up here. Click on NPCs, and not only can you ignore players so they will no longer follow me around other than to maybe turn around and look at me if I get close, but you can also disable thinking so they won't react at all and they'll stand around in ready position. So then what I did for that first versus video is I set up a group over yonder, and then not too far away you want to set up another group, and I'll use the NPC's villains that are already kind of built in with this thing. Well, I could go for the Doom monsters, but I'm also trying to tweak those out too in a different way. I believe what I'm looking for is Combine. Combine tends to have what I'm looking for. So, Combine are, yeah, again, the villains from Half-Life 2. And they come with a couple of different weapons. Assault weapons, shotguns, etc. and so forth. You're new. It's an overlord. Guess we'll find out. So yeah, there's even a couple new ones in here I haven't really seen or tested out yet. And what I would definitely want to make sure to do is to add something a little bit extra, either nearby or in the middle, to get their attention. So actually, yeah, let's do some Doom. We'll do some zombies here, and I'll do a couple of Doom zombies, and then let's introduce some other critters. Actually there should be, yeah, I have a collection of zombies I've been kind of building up a little bit. Zombie, zombie. Fast zombie. And is there a head crab? There's a couple of regular head crabs. And now let's see what happens when I say go. So, actually wrong button, hold down C. Enable thinking. Zombie group in the middle is totally getting dusted. But it's also got the attention of the other group, which will now open up fire on the other team. This is the middle being extinguished, as you can see. And he just stands around. You're pathetic. Nice sniper gun. Wish you actually had a gun there. Dang! He wiped them out. He just started pecking them off one by one. Okay, douchebag. Let's see you kill what you can't hit. He's got a lot of hit points, but he's also immortal. See how immortal you are. Hope you like a rocket to the head. There we go. And you too. You're pathetic. Anyway, so that's some of the basics there. Also, if you ever run out of ammo, you don't get ammo the normal way. You actually have to go into something like this here, and oh, TARDIS. Eh, doesn't do anything. Yeah. As you can see in the corner, something's creating script errors. Yay! Oh yeah, you can also do this with that Slenderman thing I got. Ooh, Jesus! Yeah, and some of the hills for some of these things they won't actually properly see. Yeah. There are objects that they won't see and they'll just phase right through, and then there are objects they'll see and walk right through right at you anyways. Holy cow. Yes, right now, live, I'm trying to kill Slenderman. Die! And there's what happens when you do let him get you. Yeah. And you hold it right there, because there. Whoa, no. And this is where kind of having to clean up everything comes in handy. Yes, now it stops creating script errors, so you can stop that. Fine. Still won't stop complaining. Even though we're reloading the thing. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest. I'm still working on getting a collection of more things, and as I showed you there, the NPCs do have their own AIs, and they will pick their own teams depending upon whether they're with the player, against the player, and if they're with the player, they're usually against people who are against the player. And then there's the zombies, which you could almost consider NPC animals, if you will, because they are kinda not for either side. Oh, there's also another thing I need to show you. Since I mentioned that I'm doing green screening on here, what you have to do is you need to go into this dupes thing. And there's actually a lot of stuff in the workshop that are only meant for this. But the problem is that they really need to make some improvements for Garry's mod, so you can actually search for things you want to find. Because it took me forever, but I did eventually finally find the dupe for a green screen. And what you can do after you've made a dupe and then put it into the world, you can copy it and then repaste it numerous times. But you can also save it to your dupes, so that way I can do this now. And as you can see, it's quite the huge thing. Not huge, but definitely freaking sizable. And then you can change what angle it's at by where you are, but also I would have to add that, unlike some of the other things, not entirely sure that you can clean it up any other way than to do the clean everything option. Yep, clean everything option gets rid of it. Trying to think if there's anything else to mention. Oh yeah, I was going to get into this. So the entities here, as you can see, there's some NPC stuff and some weird physics stuff, but also weapon ammo is dropped through this. I don't have the Doom weapons on me right now, that's right. Well, for whatever reason, the Doom ammo won't work until I actually have the weapons. But I do have Half-Life weapons, always built in. Pulse ammo, bolts for the crossbow, and the number one thing you're always going to run out of, more rocket launcher ammo. Now I got 25 shots to this baby. But some other things I should probably mention is that you can, at least to a small degree, move out here. But yeah, look how much you can actually see when you get out here. Because I'm obviously in no clip mode. Also, very white room. Might be able to do something with that, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment. But I do believe over here in this building, I actually did do a shot with Godzilla leaning out as it roared from right about here somewhere. So I actually had control of Godzilla's head, and that's another thing, when you're trying to manipulate something but you don't want people to see you manipulating it, you also have to go to that C options, go to here, and then this will actually get rid of things that you don't want to see, like the phys gun beams. So now the physics gun won't show up on the beams anymore. Draw thrusters, you can get rid of thrusters, and so forth. Oh yeah, that reminds me a little bit. I've been tampering with some other things too. I do have a slew of Doctor Who skins I've been collecting because I'm trying to help out Bill also with some of this sort of stuff. And what I can show you is I can probably show you what some of the better skins I have. This one's, as you can tell, the Doctor and the Master came from this, and they're creepy and ugly as all get out. The Daleks are alright, but they're not great. I have the Doctor Who Model Pack 4, though. That comes with a Dalek who is actually posable. Copper Dalek. Classic Dalek. Classic Boss Dalek. And what some of my friends have dubbed the Super Sentai Daleks. As well as some silly looking angels and a really overly reflective Cyberman. Also comes with some sets with very few to any details in them, really. Also, that's another thing I should show you, since the Dalek here's on the ground, you're obviously going to want to pick him up. So yeah, the beam is hidden, but also if you drop him, he'll just drop on his back again. So while you're holding him up, you're going to hold down the E button, and you're going to want to move around your mouse until you can at least attempt to get this thing right side up. There we go. Getting a little bit of chug on there. Something from the Fraps recorder, apparently. So also, while holding down, while he's on his feet again, use the beam and hold E again to rotate in different sections so he finally turns all the right direction. Also, with his beam, you can grab stuff and move it around, but also right click, and when it shakes like that, it will actually hold in place, so now it looks like he's just looking up in place like a normal Dalek. And I will be doing some more stuff with this Dalek, which is another reason for me to actually summon him. But yeah, you can pose up the limbs and everything else. But what I was going to show you here is thrusters. I've been trying to figure out, for the sake of me and Bill, how to make these little buggers go in more or less unison. So I'm going to see how well this works. Just watching the effects that I can do is entertainment enough. And then again, I'm going to let these still be visible, but you can actually hide them. I'm also trying to figure out this NPC controller thing. I'm going to have to look up something on that. It doesn't seem to really do anything. But, anywho. Now where was it? Thrusters. Okay, under construction there's thrusters. Now, thrusters are, as you can probably easily guess, are rocket-like thrusters that, well, take many different shapes and forms. From moderately small to that's silly to overkill. But as mentioned, you can actually hide them so they won't be seen. Now, I'm going to show you how to hide them. Again, in here, thrusters. No. Actually, it won't hide the thrusters, which is odd. I think what's really doing is hiding the fire that it makes. So at least it's somewhat disguisable. But yeah, clean up the thrusters, let's get rid of them. Back to tools, and let's make some smaller thrusters. How big is this one? That's a little big. Soda can? Let's go with a couple soda cans. Reattach them. Essentially, this is just being a nice little physics game at this point. But yeah, so now they're attached, and unless you see them from the front, you won't even know the thrusters are there. Now, I gotta try to remember which button it was. Forward 6. So let's stand aside and see what these Daleks do. Then we're gonna push and hold 6. A little too much power, I think. Oh, decapitated me again. So yeah, those just kind of went flying everywhere. 6, 6, 6. Now, again, you can affect a lot of things with the thrusters. Notice that the force is at 600. I think that's actually a number I tweaked out. I think the actual normal force is about 100. Which is why they kind of wouldn't zimp it off and got overpowered and overwhelmed like that. But otherwise, you can try and tap 6. Now, it'll work for at least a little while. Clean up. Get rid of the thrusters. Then we can get rid of the Doom stuff. Yeah, and these are all props, which is why I can easily find them and get rid of them and keep the Dalek that's actually a ragdoll Dalek. Then we can resummon the rest of them again. Let's try this a little bit differently. I think this time we'll try it with only one thruster. Because you know what? I'm having fun. And I'm sure you guys are just interested in seeing how things work. So, I'm just gonna talk over what I'm thinking about doing and tweaking it. Because I'd like to see these things work. Okay, we're gonna go with the can-size thruster again. Can-size rocket thrusters away. So that is technically the power of 1,600 instead of just 600. So let's see what just 600 does. Pushing 6. Nice. A little bit better. Not perfect, but a little bit better. Most of them are still standing. And then we hit the hill. Hey, Blue's going up that hill like a boss. You go, Blue Dalek. Oh, he finally went down the hill. I believe there's a reverse. I'm thinking that was 4. No, 3? 3. Almost got Red back on his feet a couple times there. But yeah, I think that's still a little too much manpower for them. Again, it's just faster to do it that way and bring them all back. You know what, let's just do stuff for these guys. Oop. And now I'm just being silly. And of course, headed up by a black leader. Because that's how the dogs roll, man. Oh, right, we're gonna mess with thruster, actually. So going back to the thruster here. We're gonna bring 600 down. We can actually edit this and let go of Q. Now let's bring it down 400. See how that works. Push Q again. Yep, works only at 400. Let's see if our little Dalek invasion fleet wants to work this time. So only 400 thrust, pushing 6. Black one's going off somewhere on his own. The other's actually going off pretty well until they hit the hill again. So a couple of them are still going, so that's actually pretty dang good. All considering for a thruster. Yeah, they just hit over the curve there and we still got a copper one running. You go, Copper Dalek. You go, Copper Dalek. That one Copper Dalek is the man right now. Yeah, look at that. Getting toward the bottom of the hill and comes right back. Oh, hit a bump. Alrighty, so yeah, that's the basic on thrusters. I'm still trying to tweak it. I really want to make a group. And what I'm thinking is maybe I might have to weld them together and make a formation that'll stay put and go forward. Still working on it though, so work in progress. And I think that's about all you're really interested in seeing for right now. Otherwise, it's just going to be me putzing about and making green screens and stuff. And making stuff that I actually don't want you to see until I actually make the episode coming up. So, I guess this is all for now. See y'all next time.